Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking closely at something that affects us all right here in Northwest Ohio: property. We know you're curious about what's happening with home prices and rents.
That's right. We want to give you a calm, clear picture using the actual numbers from Lucas and Wood counties for 1 week in early September 2025.
And what we found is interesting, a real split, some very high prices, some very low ones.
Yes, but maybe the biggest thing impacting day-to-day budgets is how rents keep creeping up.
Okay, let's start with those home sales. The price difference is, well, it's huge depending on where you look. Almost like two different markets.
It really is. You look at places like Maumee or Sylvania,
Mm.
sales there are strong, often over $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
We saw one residential sale in Sylvania that week go for $717,500.
$717,000 to $500.
Yeah.
Wow. And what about Perrysburg? I hear there's a lot of building going on there.
Oh, absolutely. Perrysburg and Wood County is really dominated by new high-end homes being built. We saw two sales directly from builders for over $750,000. One even hit $815,850.
Yeah, $815,000. So definitely a strong market for brand new, expensive homes there.
Exactly.
But then you look at parts of Toledo, say the central neighborhoods, maybe zip codes like 43605, 43607, 43609. It's a totally different story.
Completely different. Prices there are much, much lower. Lots of sales under $100,000.
And some even lower than that, right?
Oh, yes. We saw homes selling for under $20,000 in some cases. Just as one example, a house on West Bancroft Street sold for $55,000.
$65,000. So you've got homes selling from under $20,000 all the way up past $800,000. That's an incredible range.
It is. And that big difference really attracts investors.
Okay.
When you see those very low prices, often it's investment companies, LLCs, buying them up.
So they might be planning to rent them out or fix them up to sell.
Precisely. It points to a strong rental market, or what some call a flipping market.
Right.
In those particular Toledo neighborhoods, they're quite active.
Now, besides people buying and selling homes, there's other activity too, right? Things that don't involve a sale price.
Yes, quite a bit. We see many properties transferred for $0.
Okay.
This usually happens for reasons other than a direct sale. Things like moving a property into a trust for planning purposes.
Right, like planning for the future.
Exactly. Or transferring between family members, or maybe putting a property into a new business name. It's generally about managing assets or planning for down the road.
That makes sense. People planning for their families. What about the city? Does the city do planning with property too? I'm thinking about the land bank.
Good question. Yes, the Lucas County Land Bank was very busy that week.
Oh, they were.
They transferred dozens of empty lots, unused parcels of land over to the city of Toledo, also for $0.
And why would they do that?
It's usually part of cleaning things up, getting rid of rundown buildings, or just preparing that land for some future use, maybe a park or redevelopment.
I see. City planning in action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's shift gears now to something that really, really hits close to home for so many folks. Renting. Toledo's known for being affordable compared to other big cities nearby.
It has been, yes. But that affordability, well, it's shrinking. The cost of renting is climbing pretty fast.
How fast are we talking?
Well, get this. For a typical three-bedroom, single-family house, the average rent has gone up by nearly 43%. 42.9% to be exact.
43%. In how long?
In just 4 years.
Wow. That's a huge jump for family budgets.
It really is. Back in the first half of 2021, the middle-of-the-road rent for a house like that was $875 a month.
Okay, $875.
Now, that same kind of house, the median rent is $1,250 a month.
From $875 to $250 in 4 years.
Correct. And the big worry is that people's incomes, wages, haven't really gone up that fast to match it.
Right, you can really see that difference. I remember hearing about, say, an older house, maybe 1,400 square feet in West Toledo, Library Village area. Back in 2020, maybe $900 to $1,000 a month.
That sounds about right for 2020. But today, that exact same kind of house would likely rent for $1,400, maybe even $1,600 a month.
So hundreds of dollars more each month.
Hundreds more, yeah.
Yes. And what does that typical $1,250 rent get you these days? Does it vary a lot?
It does. Location, what's included, it all matters. For instance, there was a three-bedroom house on Fairfax Road listed for $1,200. Nice features, stainless steel appliances.
Okay.
But no air conditioning. Then a slightly smaller place on Mayfair Boulevard, which did have air conditioning, that rented for $1,275.
And I bet these places rent out quickly.
Oh, incredibly fast. That Mayfair house, the owner got 75 inquiries about it in just 5 days.
75 calls in 5 days. That shows you how many people are looking.
Exactly. Huge demand. And it's not just local people maybe looking for a slightly bigger place. It's also people moving into Toledo from other cities.
Ah, people from outside the area.
Yes, and they might be used to paying much higher rents where they came from, so $1,250 or $1,400 might seem reasonable to them.
I see. So that adds to the demand.
It certainly contributes.
So let's pull this together. We've got this tale of two markets and home sales. Very expensive new homes in the suburbs and much cheaper, often investor-bought homes in parts of the city.
That's the picture on the sales side, yes. Operating at both ends of the spectrum.
But the biggest squeeze, it sounds like, for most families?
It's the rent. That rapid rise in monthly rent is making it harder for folks whose paychecks haven't kept up. That's the pressure point we're seeing most clearly.
So thinking ahead, if this demand for rentals stays so high, especially with people moving in who can pay more.
Well, that's the question, isn't it? How much higher could these rents go? If the demand keeps pushing like this, it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Something for all of us to consider.
Indeed.
Well, thank you for walking us through these numbers. We hope this deep dive gave you a useful snapshot of what's happening with real estate right here in our community. Thanks for joining us.